Hey everybody, it's me again, and welcome back, and time for my third ScrawlrBox, September, yay, and this is going to be interesting already. You can see everything's black, super excited. I always try to open this very delicately, but in reality it's just really hard. Ooh, what's this? It is the Pentel color brush. And it like the watercolor brushes, but instead it has ink instead of like water, which is really trippy and really cool because, you know, inkwells suck. You might spill it. Next we have this Lego looking brush pen called the Artline stick brush marker, pretty trippy. And then we have the Edding 2200C permanent marker. It has a metal barrel, so I kind of just want to shake it like a paint pen, a paint marker, and it is thick and it's like your classic permanent marker. It's just dominating. And then this cute little stripy guy is the Stabilo pen 68. It says it can be left without the cap for 24 hours, which is crazy. It's got a cute little tiny nib. And then this month's sticker is all black to go with their theme, which is complete blackout. It fits with all 8 of these black markers and pens and stuff. Really cute. And then we have the Zebra Sarasa porous pen. It has a 0.8 millimeter nib, which is really cute. And it says it's water resistant, which is helpful. And then we have the graphik line marker. It has a really cute like thin lining. And then we have this cute little guy. He's called the Sakura Pigma BB. It's a brush pen, and I'm kind of looking forward to that because I love Sakura Jelly Roll. So, and then last but not least, we have the Centropen 4606 marker. It says it was made for labeling CDs, which is pretty cool. And then we have a piece of blackjack candy, which I did not eat. My better half ate because I do not like black licorice, and he said it was delicious. So, anyways, so we have a cute ink drawing done by the featured artist this month, Damian. Rozanski. No idea if I said that right, but it doesn't really go with the theme, which this month is jazz noir, but it's still a cool inspirational piece. And then we have 2 sheets of the Canaletto velino 210 GSM A5 paper. So I am excited. I'm not really good at black and white, so I'm really glad that this September box is like challenging me in that with their complete blackout thing. And the challenge this month is jazz noir, which is also interesting. So I love the all black sticker of all 8 of these pens, markers, and like brush. And I especially love the brush, which is the Pentel color brush, because it's an inkwell, and I'm like always terrified when I have my inkwell and I spill it and just pour it everywhere. So this is exciting, and the first thing I do is I start from the beginning of the list and work my way down, testing out all the pens and stuff. And I was like so scared like squeezing this too hard and just like splooshing everywhere and just like, oh my god, the ink. So good thing I had like napkins on the side, always within reach. And I organize the pens to make it a little quicker so I'm not like constantly searching. I just go through, write down the names, do a couple lines as thin as I can, and then just do a really slow, thick one and try out some dots. And I try spelling out hello, and you'll see that even though it's right beside me, I misspell a couple of things. But I really like the variety. Yeah, there's more than one like marker and pen and stuff, but they're all different sizes and they bring something different each to the table. From the brush pens to the line art, interesting, like the variety they give you. So it's like, oh wow, I'm gonna use 8 pens in this. So I just start with the sketch, and I'm like, I'll just start there and work my way. And since the challenge is jazz noir, the first thing that came to my mind was like a mysterious woman at a jazz nightclub sitting at the bar just listening to the music. At first I thought about giving her a bun, and then I was like, nope. And I thought the over the shoulder hair, nice little swirl in there, it looked really nice. Gave her a classic like martini to drink from. And the sketch I did in the pen just so I could start to get a feel for all these different pens in the box. And I at first I wasn't sure like how I wanted her, like, do I want a hat, or do I want to sit at the bar? And I ended up liking the one with her sitting at the bar, and just stopped there and was like, going with that. I usually have the tendency that I draw my pictures really small. I'm used to like, because I started out doodling on the sides of my notes, so limited space helped me draw smaller, but it also constricted me because now like really big pieces are kind of hard. Like I really have to focus. Like as you see, like I erase her and redraw her because the proportions are off. Because when I make them bigger, it throws off the proportions for me, and it takes, you know, here and there a couple redrawing, but you know, you just gotta keep doing it because practice, repetition gets you there, but only if you're paying attention to what you're doing wrong and what you need to do better. And that's why it's kind of hard to improve by yourself, because you can't be as cynical towards your own work sometimes. You're like, no, it's my baby, but you can't really be unbiased. And so I start with the sketch and pencil for the piece, unlike when I was like sketching ideas earlier. And once I have the sketch down, I lift up some of it, so lighten it up a bit, and I just do the line art first, not with the thinnest one, second to thinnest, or at least I thought that this one was. And I do the line art first, and I try not to do any of the too finer details, because I want to have her done, like her base at least done, and then try to use each of the markers in this and see what each of them can bring to the table. I'm not really good at just thinking black and white, so I do enjoy this challenge because it is very much a challenge for me. And it had me thinking, because the whole time I'm like, oh, maybe I shouldn't ink it with this one just yet, because I do have a tendency just to go with one line art pen whenever I do it, and not really take advantage that I have so many different sizes, and do like the thicker stuff with this or that. And then I go in and I use one of the brush pens to do an outline around her, because I did know I wanted to do like this kind of dark wispy background for her, so I wanted to make sure that give myself a buffer because her line art was kind of thin. I just like didn't want to just oops, because I only had 2 sheets of paper and it doesn't really bleed through the paper, but you can see the other side. And so I was like, this is all I've got, because I already used the other one to test out the pens. I started out with some hatching with the thinner line pen, and then for the counter at the bar, since it's a lot of space to fill in, I use a really big permanent marker. And then to get that wispy background, I use the brush, the Pentel color brush, and I really like this. I just gotta learn how to control it, just like with the watercolor brushes with the water in the pen. So, and I keep going in with the hatching to like, I like having like a gradient with it, and I didn't want to like just keep using the same one to like help with that the increase of the shadows and the darkening, so I use a thicker one, and I try to I do end up using each of them, although some of them don't get used up as much as the other ones. And it was fun doing this. It was a struggle, but it was fun, and I definitely loved September's ScrawlrBox. I hope you guys liked it, enjoyed it. Comment, like, subscribe, whatever you guys feel like. I hope to see y'all again soon, and I hope you guys love this piece as much as I do. See you soon. Bye!